Why are you counting down like that?
Welcome everybody to our official online YouTube stream and review of the EP that we just released.
Yeah, we did a thing.
We did a thing!
We made music on this little piece of plastic that you put in your CD player. Actually, it's all digital now, so that's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's all digital.
Way to live in the 90s,
Just
bro.
yeah, showing how old I am right there. At least I didn't say in my Walkman. Okay.
Right, but we wanted to jump into the songs and song by song kind of go over what these songs mean to us and kind of tell you the story of where they came from, as well as, you know, how and why we can kind of level on these songs and give you a piece of ourselves. Are we having some issues?
Sorry, did you say something?
Shenanigans, bruh.
Shenanigans. Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Don't do that.
Okay, I don't know why that's doing that. Anywho, we're going to jump into that. Video!
Killed the radio star.
Oh, jeez. Stop it.
So, this is Love Letter, the first track off of the EP, and I can feel the plume of death.
Only the plume of death, or can you feel your tunica
Intima being exposed.
Oh, my God. I think this song contains a very important PSA for a lot of skanky individuals out there. Quite simply, close your fucking legs, bitch.
Yeah.
We don't need to see that.
Just close them. I mean, I had sushi last night. I don't need to have it right now.
Right. Especially on Sundays, it's risky.
I mean,
Really
I know I
risky
don't
on
shower all the
Sundays.
time, but at least I smell like a dying cow.
This song largely comes from those feelings of betrayal that you get when you are cheated on or left behind, or, you know, when you walk in on somebody with the person that you love. So it kind of stems from that realm.
Just not, it even goes beyond just revenge, but full on spite and just like, you know, oh, like, have you ever wanted to just kill somebody ever so slowly? I mean, that's basically where this song comes from.
Yep, pretty much. I'm sure that we all have felt that at some point. Just felt that just boiling anger, and then you kind of, the psychotic part of you just kind of rolls through scenarios, and you're just like, I don't want to go to jail, so I'm not going to do it. So,
I mean,
but I mean, it's circumstances. Were different.
if somebody were to rip their fingernails off one by one, I wouldn't necessarily stop them. I mean,
Oh, real shit. No, I don't know. I think that some of the technical elements of this combined with like the very large scale level of aggression to this song is definitely something that you could use for like a workout or getting shit done too.
Mhm.
But just the overall vibe, the energy of it is really, really, really intense. And I think that, I mean, do you guys disagree? We pretty much picked this one as the opener because it's so powerful to give that punch first things first.
and it definitely does. It's got those technical guitar riffs where we're just like, and it's like, holy shit, that's a badass riff. And, you know, then it goes straight into some fucking just brutal ass breakdowns where you're like, you know what? You know, they're talking about killing some people. So I'm in the pit right now,
Maybe
so
I
I might
will
as
kill
well
this
swing a
bitch.
couple fists.
Or,
Right.
like, shit, I would listen to this in the gym. That'd be great.
I mean, I am all against crowd killing, but I might crowd kill some people to this song.
Nah, I wouldn't crowd kill to this song. I would one kill to this song.
One and only.
It's my theme song, man.
It's the best
Your theme song?
I was just giving a hypothetical of.
Put
Never mind.
put the diamond on your chest and get a little sweatband with like diamonds on the sides. And you're in there like,
Represent! Totally gonna get some bandanas printed up now with diamonds on them so everybody can just walk around representing like, yo, what up?
Third eye.
what's that you
motherfucker.
claiming? Where you from, homie? I'm from that TTCA, homie. You feel me? Official.
I'm from that ghetto Scottsdale, bro.
The naughty Scotty.
Shit.
Those Scottsdale suburbs.
Look, it's dust.
Oh my god, so dusty.
Holy shit.
What is
You
that?
gotta
is
clean
it?
the camera?
Or is it cocaine?
I wonder who made that.
I think it's cocaine.
Is it cocaine?
Cocaine and
I think
wine?
it's cocaine.
What?
Cocaine and hookers?
Lots of
Oh, Sarah.
Oh,
Hookers?
hookers. So
Hookers or strippers?
strippers.
Is there a difference?
Is there a difference?
I'm not sure. I mean, you give them money and they give you good times. Dude, when I was in Vegas, so check it out.
Why are you asking me?
Dude, okay, so when I went to Vegas, like, I was a little naive. I'd been to a couple strip clubs, but, like, you know, we were like, having a good time, sitting there watching them, and this one chick's like, hey, let's go back to the fucking VIP room. Like, let's do it! And then we get back there, and she starts rubbing on my leg, and I guess the head manager walks in, and she's like, so how long can you last? And I'm like, damn, it's that straightforward here? Like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't have enough money for this kind of shit. But what was even greater was, like, we were there for a skating trip, so we were having a good time, got real drunk, spent all our money gambling and shit, so I really didn't have any money. And they kept bugging me, like, we know you've got money, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, here's some gift cards that I spent all the money from. Try to run these. And they were running spent gift cards, and it was the best thing in the fucking world.
Yeah, I actually got a stripper's number once while I was broke as fuck, and it was the same thing. Like, constantly trying to hit me up for cash. And I'm like, there's only
Shit.
so many ways I can explain
Sadu.
that
Sadu.
I don't have any money to give you. But strippers be strippers. You know what we should have done? We should have wrote a song about strippers. We did.
Oh my god. We totally fucking did.
Never mind.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah, so this song was about one that is no longer with us anymore. He's still alive and everything. He didn't die or anything like that, but he had a run-in and it didn't go so well, and he was very serious about it and like trying to make a relationship out of it, and it didn't go so well. So we wrote a song about it.
Ah, Sarah.
And then I have experience with strippers in the past, so we kind of got together. We were like, you know what, dude? I had a bad experience with strippers. He's like, man, I had a bad experience with strippers. We're like, we should write a stripper song.
Moral of the story: always try to get at least one bad stripper experience. Like, I think everybody needs one of those in their life.
It's like turning 18 and the first time you buy a porno mag. You got to get that one stripper experience, and that's just the way it goes.
And my moral of the story for my stripper experience was always make sure you bring at least like $500 to the strip club if you want to have a good time.
Yeah, no, you have to have cash. And you don't want to pull out from the ATM because they're like fucking $20 fees.
Not even that, but like, okay, like, so if you were seriously to give a stripper your card, they'd go run it like 5 times for one dance.
Oh yeah,
Like, you know they would.
Cha-chang,
And
cha-chang,
if he
cha-chang.
tried to dispute it, they'd be like, yeah, he was drunk and he was having a good old time and being a dick the whole time, and you'd never win that kind of shit. I mean, it's he said, she said. You're at a strip club. The bank's not going to believe you. No, that's just how it's going to go.
She took all my money, man.
She stole my money and my heart.
I was going to buy a crib!
Ugh. I
think.
love this dude. Okay, so Tyler did a great job on this ring out right here, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
It's beautiful.
The Bischoff, you did an amazing job.
Mr. Shove.
Hey, look at all that cocaine again.
Damn. We like cocaine. This song's actually kind of fitting right now, almost with all the shit we were talking about a little bit earlier about just the craziness of society. But like, I think a lot of this song has to do with fighting off the oppression of limited knowledge and
so
how we're being screwed over in so many different ways. It's even hard to begin. Like,
absolutely. So this song's called Shepherds of Men, and it's widely based off of the concept that we've kind of given up a lot of our power, a lot of our free will, a lot of our intelligence, a lot of our rights. Like, we don't respect the Constitution whatsoever anymore, and this isn't far left, it's not far right, it's we as a people. It is what it is. Yeah, we as a people have gotten very, very far away from what our initial manifesto was and who we committed to being as a country, our identity. Like, the whole reason why this country was created is for a lot of what we're seeing presently in current time. So this is kind of our way of voicing that aggression of, like, we the people are not happy with what's going on around us and what we're seeing in our governmental system, what we're seeing in our educational system, what we're seeing in our workforce. And this is kind of that aggression manifesting into, you know, again, that very heavy, very technical manifestation of who we are. And it not only does it pack a punch, but it kind of gets into the intricacies of, like, musically, the reasons why we are as aggressive as we are on this record.
Yeah. And I mean, just to kind of, point out the obvious, shepherds of men, kind of pointing out how people are just little sheeple marching along, like,
sheeples.
I'm just going to go to work every day and pay my bills and keep my head down and not, pay attention to what the fuck's actually going on. And it's like, when you actually do kind of look around, it's like, wow, like, shit's fucked.
It's a
bro.
lot easier to accept being told what to do than thinking for yourself. And I think a lot of people choose that route. They're like, fuck it, I'll just drink Budweiser and just go to work,
Shit.
maybe go to a football game. That'll be my life. I'll have good stories right there instead of like thinking about like what the fuck is really going on here with all of us. Like, this is...
But bro, did you see that game on Sunday?
Exactly.
Ah, my team won, bro! Ah!
Right, exactly.
I mean, that is all it's about, though, in America. I mean,
It's
how many
always
games
about
have we
America.
won?
All of them.
Shit.
Bro,
Back-to-back world champs.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of sad, though. And when it came down to, what was it, Bernie Sanders, like, everybody was all about Bernie. I was even for Bernie for a little while, until he brought out his plan, and he was like, I'm going to tax all the people, and not the corporations. And I was like, you were talking about taxing the corporations the entire time you were running, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened, bro? Come on. Like, then that's as soon as I was like, all right, there's no hope in the political world.
You
It's
were
like,
hoping that dude was going to be your Jesus.
It
You were hoping he
broke
was
your
going to be your
heart.
Judas.
It
yeah,
broke your heart.
totally broke your heart. And that's exactly what this song kind of rolls into. It's
Yeah.
this is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
It kind of came from a place of like
Crimson Tide.
I want to write something that's emotional and that I fully like pour my heart into, and Crimson Tide is definitely the one.
It kind of hits all the angles. It's like nice and soft, and there's a little bit of that rock action in there, and then like right at the end, it's just like breakdown, like
Right.
hitting the full range of emotions.
And it's not just about killing the person that broke your heart. It's talking about the good times that you had while you were there. I mean, because obviously you're going to have bad times in a relationship, and if it ends, it's going to end bad. But you're going to have good times in there as well. So
I think it's important to kind of like take time to recollect or reflect on the good times and the bad times, because like there's a lot of good in that person. That's the reason why that you kind of got with them in the first place. But like Mike said, you know, sometimes that good kind of goes to a place where you don't necessarily have access to it the way that you want to anymore. Maybe it doesn't exist at all anymore. But it's good to say, you know, thank you for the good times. Still fuck you for the bad times, but thank you for the good times. And, you know, I look forward to finding this in someone else.
oh yeah, if that one person ever does come around, or you can be just sad the whole life. Just a hermit. I want to live alone. I'll never find love. On that tiny violin.
I'm just gonna raise cats and knit now.
Oh my God, Spooge. It's Spooge's life.
It is my life. I was trying to keep that a secret, but I mean, I do have plans. There's going to be a lot of cats involved. Probably not knitting, but I've thought about painting.
Oh, I thought you were
a
gonna
lot.
go. I thought you were gonna say
Painting?
Yeah,
crocheting.
yeah, with like oil paints.
I was
and
gonna
shit,
say you
like-
could like grow an afro if your modeling agency's okay with that. You just like grow an
Yeah,
afro.
They're kind of lenient, yeah.
Okay.
That's always
Just
good.
do cat paintings in your free time
Right.
and just like no whiskers, little to the left.
You know what? I just had a fucking brilliant idea. I'm going to start a company that we paint pictures of cats, but we actually put fuzz over the cat, so it's
Oh
like
my
a real cat. Like for people that have cat allergies and they can't actually live with cats, they can just have a little picture that they pet and hang
For
on their
people
wall.
that are more tactile with their artwork and actually want to touch it and feel it.
Yeah, it's the new way, bro. Don't just look at the art, feel it.
Feel your art.
Exactly.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
here's the real question. Are you going to use, like, you can get some hypoallergenic hair. Are you going to use real hair? Or are you going to go, like...
No, I'm gonna go hypoallergenic and hit that like allergy community of the poor saps out there that have that allergy to cats and fluffy little critters. I feel really bad for them. I need to reach out to these people. Like I'm 100% serious.
Pull them into your bosom.
Yes,
And caress them.
with fuzz.
With fuzz.
Yikes. So for that
I shouldn't have said that live. Fuck.
interlude,
I was gonna steal that idea.
Right?
for that interlude that we were just kind of going over, like, I'm not gonna lie, the first time you guys played that, I was kind of just like, holy shit, that broke my heart. You know?
I do love... That interlude was always fun. I mean, originally, that wasn't in the original version of that song, but it was a riff that had always been wanted to be used. Like, it was just screaming at us, like, excuse me.
Fucking, yeah.
It was like Crimson.
Why don't you love me anymore?
That's my favorite part about writing music. Sometimes like you come up with a riff and you kind of hang on to it and you're like it's just not really having a good place to fit, and then like you come back and like kind of like play that same riff in a different way, or just change it a little bit, but kind of stick with the structure you had, and then it just turns into something else completely. Like I actually have an example of that on a song that's not playing right now, but there's a riff that I had that was more of like kind of like a happy, kind of jumpy little thing, and then I switched it around and made it like dark and sad. It's like the same fucking notes, but the way you play it changes the whole feel of everything. Like it's crazy, and that's what I love about creating music.
That's the beautiful thing about music in general is it doesn't matter what the music is. Anybody can take it and play the same exact song and make it their own by how they put their emotions and how they play it. You know, how they strike the chords, vibratos and shit. Like,
yeah.
Well, I think it's important to kind of, like, speaking of, like, the emotions that go into the music, I think sometimes it's important for you to focus on the feelings of others and, like, how that song is going to impact them. Like, this song, Am I a Coward, is about suicide. And it's, you know, it's multiple angles of suicide. It's not just, you know, I'm having these suicidal thoughts and I want to kill myself. It's also, you know, I lost this person to suicide. Or, you know, hey, this is my path that led to my suicide. Or, hey, you know, these are the things that happened to me that made me want to take this course of action. So I feel like that's one thing that a lot of people can relate to because a lot of people experience that throughout their life. So, like, we made this song for you guys just as much as we made it for ourselves. Like, some of us have been in some very dark places, and all of us have lost at least one person to suicide. So, Am I a Coward? This one's, you know, for everybody that's ever had a loss or been in a place where, you know, they were feeling any type of suicidal tendencies.
Yeah, and it really kind of it shows through in what kind of artistic aspects we kind of threw into it. Like right here with the, oh God, like this is somebody finding their loved one. Like somebody get help. Oh my God, somebody call an ambulance. Like holy shit, I just found my dad, my brother, my son dead. Like fuck, dude. Like what am I gonna do? And that's what we kind of tried to grab with this song, was something a little deeper than just, oh, this song's about suicide, but it's about the heartbreak about it. You know, yes, it's just, ugh.
So for those of you guys, I don't know about you, but when Bennington went, that fucking broke my heart to lose Chester. If you can't bump their shit because it makes you cry, but you need a song that's kind of going to be able to connect you to that feeling of loss of losing somebody great, bump this one, Am I a Coward? It's definitely for you guys.
Yeah. That was... just like Robin Williams, like anybody who commits suicide, it's always a shock because you see these beautiful people, these happy people who will help anybody and give all they have, but inside you don't know their internal struggles because it's not something that they would just go talk about. I mean, and it's not something you're really just going to go approach somebody with, which is what makes this an even harder subject to like talk about because nobody knows what anybody else is going through.
Right. Well, and the shitty part about it is that more often than not, it's the ones that commit suicide that are ones that look bright and happy and complacent and oh no, everything's great, everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, damn, what really happened?
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it too comes with like, especially in this society, like if you have those kind of thoughts, you don't want to make them too public because you almost might feel like you're kind of a pussy. Basically,
like kind of shunned. Yeah,
and that's like it's a terrible thing because if you feel that way, like you should fucking talk to somebody. You should get like. There should be a better way to communicate those kinds of feelings, so hopefully that person stays alive and doesn't fucking go and just off themselves. Because I think they've said that it's usually like, it's a momentary decision when somebody decides to kill themselves. Like, it's just like a snap thing. That's like, what's his name? The other singer that just passed not too long ago.
Chris Cornell.
Yeah, like he went out, he had a show, that he killed it on that show, that everybody was cool, he goes back to his room, gone. Like, what the fuck happened in that hour that he was by himself? Like, what?
Kurt Cobain, too. Look at Kurt Cobain.
It's wild. It's fucking wild. But, yeah, this song is almost like therapy in a way for me, just getting all these kind of emotions out from losing so many fucking people. Like, it's a terrible thing, and it just needs to be something we can talk more freely about and not make it this terrible like feeling that you have. That you're like the only one that feels that way and I'm a pussy because I just want to end it. Like
everybody feels like this from time to time. We're all human. We all have emotions. We all go through these emotions. And we as a society, we need to start realizing that we need to be a little more open and not trying to just put on this facade of I'm just a badass all the time.
Right. Well, people got emotions. Like but I don't know. I get deep with that shit.
Yeah, right?
I mean, real shit though. Like that's real shit. And I think that
this last part, I love it. That's probably one of the best quotes. It's like, hope is never lost amongst the living, only the dead. And that just rings so true.
Yeah, real talk. And I think that I'm going to transition here real quick. I think that if people had more tools and options widely available to seek out that help, or maybe even just like the friend structure to seek out that help, I think that we could see, you know, a massive decline in the way that people are trying to get rid of themselves. Don't get me wrong, you have to call into mind also the quality of life, and, you know, where that person is on their journey. But I think we as people need to be more open and connected, not digitally, but interpersonally, to be more available for people, you know, when they need somebody.
Not just text me, bro, if you need me, but like call me, text me, I'll be there. I will come see you in person.
Right. It's a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's funny how in a world of like technology and communication, people still don't just meet up as much as they used to. It's all like behind a screen now. That's the main method of communication for a lot of fucking people, especially like younger people that just grew up when Facebook was already fucking going. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, think about how they look at shit like that. Like, I don't know.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us for the live stream of our self-titled EP and our first release ever. Please share this with your friends, add a comment, like it, you know, let us know what's on your mind. If there's a favorite song, please share it with somebody else if you feel like they can get benefit as well. We release videos every month. It's called the Thomas Crown on Air, and it's the stupid fucking crazy adventures of the Thomas Crown Affair and all the dumb shit that we do. So stop by our channel again, have a laugh, watch a video, dig our music. Thank you for your time. We'll see you guys later.
Eggs.
Eggs!